What's up, Carol Nation? Welcome to episode 3 of PSPN The Soul. Today I have with me... Wait, no, it's PSPN The Pod. Anyways,
oh my God.
Today I have with me Edith and Eevee, and we're going to talk about her Edith collection, Shiny Hunting and Shield and Sword. Soul Soapbox, we're going to talk about her transition from... YouTube to Twitch and how difficult it is to stay relevant with the ever-growing plethora of content and trying to stay above the curve. And for Pokemon X and Y, we're going to talk about wearables, socks, and throws. So, yeah, thank you, Edith, for being with me, with us, with everyone today.
What is up? Hello, happy to be here.
And she was aggressively blowing her nose, and I asked her to go ahead and save that for the segment, so, to add a layer of authenticity. So if you hear that during the segment, it's because she's only human.
I'm human, and I have a cold, because who doesn't get a cold the day after Christmas? I feel like everyone's sick, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's a pretty nasty bug going around. Thankfully, I'm not going to have a coughing fit today, but usually every segment I'm clearing my throat and sucking on lollipops to prevent my coughing, but... we'll be okay today.
It'll be fine. I'll be blowing my nose and you'll be coughing. It'll be so exciting to listen to.
So for those of you that don't know, Edith is she's on Instagram, on Twitch, and we'll have her drop all her accounts at the end of the recording. But she's well known for her extensive Eevee collection and her passion for Eevee and all things evolution. She's really expanded in shiny hunting and streaming on Twitch, and she's grown quite a bit on that. So let's go ahead and talk about your Eevee collection. How big is it? What do you got?
I feel like, so to me it's big, but I mean, compared to some other people, I look at their collections and I'm like, dang, I got a long way to go. But I recently did have to order another binder because I ran out of room. So I guess that's saying something, right?
It's a story. Yeah, you can fill up a binder, you're getting there. And is it just Eevees, or is it like all the evolutions?
So I have an Eevee binder, and then I have a binder with all of the evolutions. Vaporeon's my favorite, and actually Vaporeon is my favorite Pokemon, not Eevee. Well, okay, Eevee is too, but I don't know. Vaporeon's my favorite evolution. So I have a ton of Vaporeons as well. And that's what's taking up a lot of space right now. But mostly English, but I have a lot of Japanese Eevees as well. But it's kind of overwhelming to do both. So I mostly collect English.
Right. So, and okay, I didn't know about the Vaporeon thing. I feel like I've been deceived because your name is Edith and Eevee. There is no and Vaporeon.
I feel like now I'm outing myself as I'm not a true Eevee fan. I'm just kidding. Vaporeon and Eevee are my favorite Pokemon.
I know it's early in the segment, but we're gonna go ahead and cancel Edith. Everybody, this is an official cancellation of Edith.
Oh no, I don't want to be canceled. I'm too scared.
So okay, tell us about your Edith collection. That's something that's not. I've never seen anybody in the community collect Edith. So tell us something about your Edith collection.
Are we talking about my guinea pig?
Your one guinea pig that you named Edith, yes. Because that's extremely relevant to what's going on.
I don't know what you mean about my Edith collection. All I know is that when I was little, I got a guinea pig, and I named it Edith. So, there's that.
Moving on. Well, it's because when I posted the announcement on my story, I purposely put Edith, her Edith collection. And I got so many messages, oh, you misspelled Eevee. Oh, you mean her Eevee collection? I was like, no, I know what I said. I know what I'm about.
I thought you misspelled it too, because you misspelled the first announcement you made. You misspelled, what did you misspell? It was
something.
I forget what you misspelled, but you misspelled something.
I have a really bad habit.
You misspelled believe.
That's right. And I have a really bad habit of I'll type and I'll just send. And then I look back at it, I'm like, oh man, I misspelled this. And it's so cringy. And I'm like, all right.
You're like, oh no. That's me on Twitter though. I cannot make a tweet without something being incorrect.
Yeah. And then,
So that's embarrassing.
by the time you catch it, there's already like 30 people that saw it, and you're like, oh man, I'm already trending, so why am I gonna delete it?
Well, you think I would proofread, but I just like don't. I don't know. I don't know why I can't. I don't know.
I don't know, like, for me, it's like, it looks right. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those clips where everything is misspelled, and at the end it tells you, like, look back, and there's, like, two
Yeah,
twos.
the first and last letter are correct, but all the letters in between are, like, swapped, so your brain, like, sees it as being correct.
Exactly, and then you go back and read it, you're like, oh, man, cringe.
Oh, no. I actually just grabbed my Eevee collection so that I can talk about it better.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us about your Vaporeon collection that just so happens to have a couple of Eevees in it.
My Vaporeon collection is not as big as my Eevee collection, but what I meant to say was that Vaporeon is my favorite evolution, but it's kind of always been one of my favorite Pokemon as well.
All right, fair enough.
Let's see. Ooh, I just got that rainbow Eevee, but that's a Japanese one, but that's really nice. It's like the full art rainbow one.
Oh, with the sparkles?
Yeah, with the sparkles and the hearts. Oh, no, not the sparkles. No. It's the new set's the sparkles, right? Sword and Shield.
Oh, it's a GX one. Okay.
Yeah, this is a GX, but it has, like, it's a rainbow rare, and it's a full art Eevee with little hearts in the background.
Yeah.
I think that's my newest one.
That one's cute. Yeah, that one's cute.
Very cute.
So,
oh my gosh, now everyone's going to say I'm not an Eevee fan!
Hey, you outed yourself, so I'm just here to expose the truth. Uncensored, unedited. Here you have it. It's raw, coming at you live. Recorded now and then uploaded later.
I really should just come out and say that Oddish was my favorite Pokemon, but then people would be really mad.
Oh, man. See what I mean? These are not podcasts. These are exposés about what's really going on behind doors in the Pokemon community.
I know. Guys, don't cancel me. Anyway.
So how do you feel about, and we covered this in the last podcast, how do you feel about there not being an evolution in what Pokemon said is to be the last generation of Pokemon?
I was disappointed. I thought there was going to be a new evolution in this game. I really did. Because I feel like this was all based on, like, Britain and stuff. I was like, wow, it could be, like, a dragon or a steel. Like, how cool would that have been?
Yeah, well, yeah, there's no dragon EVs, or there's no flying EVs, there's no steel EVs. The potential was there.
Especially for this game, especially for Sword and Shield, like a Dragon Eevee would have been so perfect. But I don't know. I guess at least Eevee is in the game, you know.
Yeah, well, it's a bit. Oh, that's right, with a big old fluffy collar. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, not that I'm like too upset about no national dex, but I am happy that Eevee made it in.
Yeah, well, yeah, we also talked about that too. How they just keep giving Kanto every iteration available. Is like, oh, here's a more Kanto Pokemon, here's more Charizards, here's more, Snorlax and everything. People love it, so I guess it's fine. The crowd's gonna eat it all up.
Exactly, it's fine. I don't know. Like, I'm disappointed, but I get it. It's fine. There are already a lot of evolutions, I guess.
Do you think it's gonna be like what's his name? Melmetal? Meditang? The little how he, that little guy. How he came out like at the very, very end. You think do you think they'll introduce it somewhere down the line?
I don't know. Didn't they introduce that first in Pokemon Go?
Yeah, and supposedly that was supposed to be for Galar, but apparently it's the last Pokemon in Alola, the last number in Alola, and then it goes into the Galar Pokemon.
Because Melmetal was like and it was in Pokemon Let's Go too, which was weird.
Right.
You could transfer it in, but you didn't need it to complete your Pokédex, so you could transfer it in.
And that was supposed to be Kanto, right?
It's supposed to be what?
The Kanto region?
Yeah. No, yeah, it is Kanto. So it's like all 151 and then Melmetal. Or Meltan. Meltan, that's the little one.
Right, and
the pre-evolution.
and that's what made it confusing. Like, okay, is this like a kind of a hint as to what's to come out of Gen 8? And then it turns out that it's just another Alolan. So yeah, that was kind of weird. It was strange.
It was weird. Yeah, they had like Alolans. Was it Alolan? I thought it was just like a separate thing. I don't know too much about Melmetal.
Yeah, well, we looked it up when I was talking to Fausto. We looked it up, and it's in the Alolan Dex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. I guess it was added towards the end. So I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, that'd be cool if they added an evolution somewhere down the line, maybe as an add-on or DLC or something.
Because like Pokemon Home's coming out, so they could release something then.
And then Sleep, right?
What?
Okay, so I saw a thing for Pokemon Sleep. Is that really a thing, or is that just like a fan-made thing?
Yeah, Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon Home. I think they're coming out after the new year, and that'll be when I think you can transfer in Pokemon from like other games to Sword and Shield.
Oh, okay.
I don't know a bunch about it, but like there's going to be all these new features and stuff. They just haven't released it yet.
All right.
So I don't know, and I also don't know if they're going to make a national dex eventually, because I think that's what they did for Sun and Moon. Like, the original 2 games didn't have one, but then for the re-release, they did. So, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know a ton about it.
Pokemon is good at milking us for all of our money, so I'm pretty sure they'll find something to do with that to just continue suckling at our teeth.
I want to buy the other game now, because they have different gym leaders for each game.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right, yeah. I remember when the badges were coming out. See, that's smart.
It's kind of cool.
That's smart.
Yeah.
It makes you need to buy both of them.
I know.
Oh, Pokemon, you freaking geniuses.
They are. It's been like, 20 years later, and they're still making games?
And they're still milking us, and then they're going to be milking our kids, and then we're going to be paying for that, and... Well.
I'll just be happy that there are new games.
Generation 27 and Charizard's still going to be the face mascot for it.
No! Charizard and what else? Who else is always in the game?
Pikachu?
I don't know. Freaking Caterpie. Why the frick is Caterpie in Sword and Shield? I don't know. Okay, I'm done.
So have you finished your Sword and Shield decks? Have you completed it?
Yeah. Well, I finished. I beat the champion, but I haven't done any of the post game yet. So I haven't caught the legendary or anything like that.
What's the name of that like weird, like spiky looking one?
Spiky looking one?
Well,
it's the one that looks like. Oh crap! What's the name of it? I can tell you in a second, but I don't remember.
Yeah, that thing's. It looks crazy cool.
Right? It's not Snom.
I don't know. I'm not very familiar with them. It looks like if Necrozma went on a diet.
Wait, let's see. Let me grab my game. The spiky looking one.
Well, his body looks like a kind of like a black spiked dragon kind of deal.
Not Pincherin, right?
No, he's a legendary. He's like one of the last ones you fight.
Oh, Zacian, Zamazenta? I don't know how to pronounce them. People are gonna cancel me for that too.
All those names are so weird. So it's the Shield Doggo, and then it's the Sword Doggo, and then it's like that big old. It looks like a.
Oh yeah, Eternatus or whatever. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, like if Paris Hilton and Necrozma had a kid.
Oh, the skeleton guy. Yeah. Let's see. Wait. Let me see how you spell it. I'm so bad with names. Everyone literally roasts me so hard in my videos because I pronounce everything wrong.
That's why I don't bother. That's why I just give every card a weird name.
Exactly. Let me find it. I have caught that. Do you actually catch that before? Oh, that's a spoiler though. So I don't know if you want to put in a spoiler alert.
No spoiler alert. I'm probably not gonna play the game for another 5 years when I can afford to get a Switch. So.
Okay, there we go. Never mind. You don't care, but people literally, wow, I'm really gonna get canceled. I feel like I'm on a roll today.
Oh, you've already been canceled like 20 times, so you're set for 2020.
Oh my god. Okay, it's Eternatus, I think it's how you
Eternatus. Okay, that's gonna make a dope card. That's gonna be a sick one to have.
Oh, definitely. It's very cool. It's Poison and Dragon, which is kind of cool.
Oh, okay. I kind of called it when I said it kind of looks like a dragon.
Yeah. Poison and Dragon. Let's see. I'm trying to look up stuff about it. Yeah, that's all I got.
Good enough for me. It looks cool. I just wanted to say that it looks cool. I mean, then you wanted to go like on a long rant about it, but no big deal.
long freaking rant. No, it's cool.
So okay, now that you're done with your thing, and then you got to go back and do the other thing, and then you got to do the thing with the other guy. So okay, like I said, I haven't played. So then this can take us into our next segment. What's new, Pikachu? Shiny hunting in SNS. Do you do that after you've completed your decks? After you completed your championship? Can you do that as you're playing the game, or walk me through it? Walk us through it for us ignoramuses that don't know what shiny hunting is.
Okay, so you can do it before you beat the game. That's actually why it took me so long to beat the game, because I was getting distracted and I was shiny hunting as I was playing. If you shiny hunt before you complete your Pokédex, the odds of encountering a shiny is a lot less. Once you complete your Pokédex, you can get a thing called Shiny Charm, and that'll increase your odds from I think it's 1 in 4,096. And then once you get, let me just make sure I'm correct on this. 1 in 4,096, I'm pretty sure. And then once you get the Shiny Charm, it's 1 in 600 something.
So
yeah.
So 1 in 4,000 Pokemon that you encounter will be shiny? That's what that means?
Yeah, those are the odds before you have Shiny Charm.
Man. And then 1 in 600, that's still a lot. So that means you'd have to face a Pokemon 600 times in a row for a chance for it to be shiny?
Yeah, and I mean you could go over odds too. I've done soft resets on Let's Go where I've gone over odds for the shiny. I think it took me over 3,000 soft resets for one of them.
So what's a soft reset? Do you have to press the power button gently, or what does that mean?
No, you literally turn off the game, close the software, and open it back up again.
While it's running?
Yeah, you save. So you don't have soft resets in Sword and Shield, so I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. But in previous games, you were able to soft reset for a shiny. So your starter, you could soft reset for. So you'd essentially save your game before you picked your starter and keep turning on and off the game until your starter was shiny. And you can do that for the legendaries in past games too. You can't do it in Sword and Shield, but I'm kind of going on a tangent. But shiny hunting's crazy.
Jesus. So okay. So all right. So I want a soft reset for an Arcanine. I would have to turn my thing on and off 600 times for me to get one.
Yeah, maybe more. I think actually with Shiny Charm, it's 1 in 512 on Sword and Shield.
God.
But again, guys, don't roast me if I don't have the odds correct.
Cancelled. So okay. And what does that mean? Shiny? Is it just it's just pretty?
Yeah, it's just pretty. Yeah, so every Pokemon has a shiny version of itself.
But does it have a different attack or different? So okay, so having a shiny Pokemon is both of us choosing the same player in Mortal Kombat and one having a different outfit.
Correct, but shinies tend to have better IVs as well.
Oh, okay. So there is something beneficial to having a shiny.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, actually, in the original Pokemon games, you could technically get a shiny, but it wouldn't look any different. But the only way you could tell was by the IVs, and that was technically shiny, which is kind of cool.
Huh.
But yeah, in Sword and Shield, I guess I don't know if they've settled on exactly how to do it yet. Everyone's still trying to kind of figure it out, which is kind of cool.
So there's no concrete okay, guys, this is how you. Aside from the encounter, there's no established soft reset or anything similar to that yet?
There is. I just don't know how much. I guess maybe just because I haven't been able to do it yet. I've fainted over 500 Wooloo, and I still don't have a shiny, and I have Shiny Charm. So I'm just where's my freaking shiny Wooloo, guys? You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
But in this game, I guess essentially you have to, your odds, without Shiny Charm, your odds are better for a shiny if you faint a Pokemon or catch a Pokemon, aka chain a Pokemon, 500 or more times. So once you hit 500, you get an extra roll for it to be shiny or something. And then people are saying if you catch like 25 or faint 25 in a row after that, then your odds are increased thus more. So it's kind of confusing. And I just don't know how well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't gotten it to work yet, but I guess that's how you shiny hunt in Sword and Shield.
So, okay, so say I'm in a patch of grass, right? And I run into a Corbinite. Do I knock him out and then like look for him again to encounter him, or how does that work for me to get those odds right?
Yeah, that's essentially what they're saying is you knock him out and then look for him again. And I guess after you hit 500, you want to chain it to 25, which means you only want to knock out Corbinite. So like if you knocked out a Wooloo in between during that, like it would break your chain and you have to do it again, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you know how like sometimes you're fighting a Pokemon, and then they call a friend.
Yeah.
Would that count as a chain? Like you knock out the original one, and then the friend calls another friend, and you knock out the one that was like. Would that count as a chain?
So that's in Sun and Moon. They don't do that in Sword and Shield.
Oh.
But you can do that in Sun and Moon.
Okay.
And you can SOS hunt, so you keep like knocking it out and having it call for the next one. I'm pretty sure that's how SOS works. Don't roast me, Basil, if you're listening to this. I don't really SOS hunt.
Okay, so and there's no like Pokemon PETA that's gonna keep you guys from doing that?
Oh my god, no, I know. We're talking about knocking out so many Pokemon. It's just so mean.
That sounds pretty aggressive. Like, I just kicked your butt, and I'm gonna do it again until you're shiny.
Literally, I've literally knocked out over 500 Wooloo, and it's still not shiny.
Glow, you bastard!
I know. What the frick? God damn it!
You haven't learned your lesson, old man.
It's awful. I'm getting fed up. But you can also hatch shinies in Sword and Shield, which is what most people are doing.
Like, what do you mean, like?
Like for an egg. Like you can breed Pokemon, which itself is kind of weird if you think about it too much. You can breed for a shiny in this game, which you couldn't in Let's Go, but you could in past games. So the odds of breeding a shiny are actually a lot better than like the regular method.
So you breed like 2 Pokemon, or you have to breed shinies to get a shiny? Nope,
you just breed 2 Pokemon, and then you keep having them. You keep just hatching eggs that they make.
Any Pokemon?
How it works is you really would. You want to have a Ditto, because Ditto can breed with anything.
I'll be whatever you want me to be, big boy.
Oh my god, I hate it. Nasty. Oh my god. But you can breed Pokemon that are in the same egg group. So like if I wanted to breed a shiny starter, so like a shiny Sobble, I could breed that with a Wooloo because I'd have to have a female Sobble and a male Wooloo because those are in the same egg group, and it would still work. It would hatch a Sobble.
Okay.
Weirdly enough.
Makes sense. Yes. Yes. Anatomy.
It's like complicated. I feel like I'm rambling.
Well, I mean that's fine because that's the point.
That's the point.
You ramble on.
You can breed for a shiny. You can do Masuda methods, that's like the way to do it in this game if you really need shinies. So essentially, that is breeding with a foreign Pokemon. It increases your odds. I don't know who the heck figured that out in previous games, but it works.
What do you mean, like a foreign Pokemon?
So, like, I'm using a Japanese Ditto with an English Pokemon.
How do you know it's Japanese? I thought Galar was, like, in Britain.
It is in Britain, but, like, it's based on the settings that your Switch is in. So, like, my game is in English. My whole Switch is in English.
Like tourist Pokemon.
Yeah. But I need, like, for Masuda method to work, I would need a Pokemon in a foreign language.
So so somebody would like wonder trade you a Pokemon and then you do it that way?
Yeah, you could do that. Someone actually gave me a foreign Ditto, which was like really nice of them. Thank you, Panda. So yeah, no, like, so that's like the way to do it. The odds for that are a lot better than like the regular odds in the game. Even if you don't have shiny charm, the odds are like, I think that's where I got the 1 in 600 something. So
Uh-huh. Huh.
if you don't have shiny charm, definitely hatch some Pokemon.
All right, and like hatching, you just breed them, and then what happens? What may?
Yeah, so you breed them, then they'll have an egg, and then the breeder will give you an egg, and then you have to like walk a certain amount of steps for the egg to hatch.
Oh.
So you just keep doing that. So you just like get a bunch of eggs, and then just like ride your bike until they hatch.
Right, because that's not gonna cause drama.
It's traumatic, but I did get a shiny that way. I've got one shiny in Sword and Shield, and that's the only way I've gotten it was through breeding.
Huh. So okay, when you're streaming, like you're gonna shiny hunt, whatever you're gonna shiny hunt, you're streaming like the entirety of the 600 odds.
Yeah.
So you're like on there for hours, just like
Hours.
rage soft resetting.
Dude, when I was hunting Charmander on Let's Go, it took 32 hours.
Holy heck! Straight?
Ridiculous.
Was it 32 hours
I
straight?
don't know why I do that. No, not 32 hours straight. No, I can't. I couldn't do that.
Okay,
but
so
it was 32 hours like combined.
So how? Okay, so I mean, since you have to have like a combination or whatever, how would that work?
So for Let's Go, you mean?
Well, I mean, for just the 36 hours, do you pause it until you're ready to come back to it, or?
Yeah, I just leave my game on.
Oh, okay.
You just can't turn off your game for a lot of them, or else it will like break your chain. You have to restart.
Ooh. Okay, so you're just at work like, hurry up, I must shiny hunt.
I'm not sure yet. Now, for some of the methods, you don't have to you can do it, but for a lot of them, you just have to like leave your game on.
Huh.
It's like, I'm not going to sit there for 32 hours. I know some people would, but like, I cannot do that.
And like while you're streaming, I gotta tune into one of your streams sometime because I feel like a jerk not even knowing what you're talking about.
Do it.
I will.
It's really exciting when a shiny actually appears like on a stream. That is exciting.
So okay, it's like Twitch, right? Like, do I have to have like a membership for it, or how does that work?
No, Twitch is free, and you can follow people for free on Twitch.
Okay.
You can subscribe to people for free on Twitch too if you have Amazon Prime, which is kind of cool.
Oh, I do.
So subscribing to someone on Twitch just means like you get to use their custom emotes, you get like ad-free viewing and stuff like that. But yeah, Twitch is free. It's free to follow, free to view.
Have you redeemed those codes that I sent you? Like, did you find out what they're for?
I think I have like a whole bit now.
What does that mean?
It's like currency on Twitch.
Oh, like Bitcoin?
Like,
you get Bitcoin?
Bitcoin? No, it's not Bitcoin.
Oh man.
It's not Bitcoin. It's just bits.
So,
but it's like currency that you can you can use it to donate on like other people's streams.
okay, all right. Well, then I'll go ahead and make me one, and then do all that stuff so I can support the cause and the shiny hunt and cheer you on and
do it. Twitch is really fun. I like putting on people's streams in the background too, like just having Twitch on. It's really, I don't know, I like it.
Huh. I shall do that. Thank you. I'll follow you and ask you for your credentials.
Do it. I'll plug them at the end because I'm too busy rambling about shiny hunting now. People are just like, oh my god, like Edith, stop, you're wrong.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you'll get your plugs, and that way everybody is aware of every single media source to cancel you on. So it's not just one, you know.
Oh my god, they're gonna cancel you. They're gonna say you mixed up the odds from a pseudo method, random encounter. Okay, I'll stop. Guys, it's fun. I'm just asking for it at this point. Be nice to me, everyone.
It's anything having to deal with me. People know that you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt because it's just going to be a mess.
Exactly, because you're going to roast me like no matter what.
So let's use that as a segue into Soul Soapbox. You're doing Twitch now, and you're coming over from YouTube. What we talked about how difficult it is to stay relevant with all the amount of content going into YouTube, and everybody just wanting to have their niche and kind of ending up doing the same thing. So how was that? What do you like more? How was it transitioned? Why did you transition? Go ahead, walk us through all that.
Well, I'll start this off by saying I do love YouTube. Like I'm subscribed to like a ton of YouTubers that I love watching. But as like a smaller creator, YouTube was freaking hard to grow on. It's definitely oversaturated because you're right. Everyone wants to do it, which is like has its perks because you meet a lot of cool people. But it's like really, really hard to grow, especially with Pokemon stuff. And when I started streaming, it was going pretty well. And there's this thing on YouTube called members, which is similar to Twitch's affiliate status. The only thing is when I was streaming, you needed to have 30,000 subscribers in order to unlock members.
Oh, wow.
Which means that, like, yeah, and, like, members is cool. You could have, like, custom emotes and, like, perks for your viewers and stuff like that. Again, like, very similar to Twitch's affiliate status. And it was just super frustrating because so many people are like, you know, like, I want to become a member. Like, how can I become a member? And, like, it supports me as a streamer, which is really awesome. And, like, you know, I can put out more content that way. But YouTube, like, would not give me members because I didn't have 30,000 subscribers. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to try Twitch. And, like, within a week or two, I already got affiliate, was able to do some custom emotes, and it was just, like, so much better for me. Again, everyone has a different experience. That was just my experience. And it was just kind of frustrating that people were asking for it, and then YouTube wouldn't give it, and I get it, it's their rules. But now, freaking let me go off for a second.
Yes, go off.
YouTube freaking offered me members. And I have like what? Like not even close to 30,000 subscribers. So I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me?
Really?
Like now? It's a little too late, guys. Yeah, now they changed their rules. They're rolling out members to like people, I don't know what the rules are, but it's definitely not 30,000 subscribers.
And do you think that's because they know how much they're losing because of Twitch? How much,
I think so.
Like you said,
Yeah.
it seems like. By the way, congratulations on becoming an affiliate and all your perks on there and everything.
Thank you.
So, and do you think that's that? Like they come to realize, like, you know what, we're losing them. Everybody's going over to Twitch. Everybody's doing their thing over there. They're growing a lot faster. Let's go ahead and change what we got going on.
Yeah, I think so. Because it's like, they really should, I mean, and I think it's smart of them now to be doing it. Because, like, smaller streamers, like, you don't know who's going to grow next, you know what I mean? Like, you probably want to keep those smaller creators. And it was just, I don't know. It's good that YouTube's growing. And, again, Twitch is kind of like the OG streaming platform. So I know that YouTube hasn't had, like, the streaming feature for as long as Twitch. So they are learning. But it was just funny that, like, I switched for months, and then now I'm offered members, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me?
So,
anyways.
are you gonna go back? Are you gonna do both? Are you gonna?
I mean, I still upload on YouTube occasionally, again, because I do like making like pack openings and stuff there.
Uh-huh.
I haven't decided if I'm gonna stream it all on YouTube or not. Maybe occasionally, but Twitch is kind of like my main thing for streaming now, just because I have like all of my emotes and a lot of people follow me over there, so I don't know. I just generally like Twitch for streaming and then YouTube for uploads, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, that's something I touched on the first episode, that having all these different accounts is kind of pointless when you're doing the same thing across all of them. And, variety, give people variety, something to look at. You go to YouTube
exactly.
and it's, I mean, I'm not, I don't want to talk foul on any accounts or anything, but they are cheaper by the dozen. Everybody's doing pack openings, everybody's doing pack battles, and that's cool. Everybody has their, wants to do their thing, but they're not doing anything different than the last 20 accounts and the next 30 accounts. It's kind of just repetition. It's more of a, who do I feel like watching doing this? Whereas, like, oh, this guy's offering different content. And then
you got to make yourself original, for sure. And I guess it's with any content, like, whether it be Pokemon or anything that you're doing. Even, like, even freaking eating videos. They have those on YouTube. You know what I mean? There's so many people who do, like, eating shows. But, like, it's super oversaturated. So there's only going to be some bigger ones. But
and, that's one of the reasons why I didn't grow on YouTube, because I don't want to post pack openings. I don't want to post pack battles, because I already do that on Instagram. I want to, if I have a video, I'm going to make sure it's something different. I'm going to make sure it's something that they're not going to see on Instagram, that they're not going to hear on the podcast, that, okay, why are you on my YouTube? Because you're not going to see this anywhere else. And
right, yeah, and that makes sense. But at the same time, like, I mean, it's funny because I started uploading YouTube videos just because I was like, hey, like, I'm opening packs, like, anyways, so why not just upload them? You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, like I said, it's cool. It's just, who do you want to see open a pack? You know, this person's charisma, this person's sense of assertiveness with themselves, their sense of comedy. Like, give them some. If you're gonna do the same thing that everybody's doing, do it differently. Give them something different.
Be an entertainer.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole purpose of YouTube. And the thing about Twitch, I feel, is that you may be streaming the same thing that somebody else is streaming, but we get to watch you. We get to hear you. We get to see you react. We're not gonna. This person is not doing an Edith hunt because your personality is what people are looking at, and that's what makes it awesome. That's what makes it, you know, like, whatever you're doing while you're shiny hunting, I'm pretty sure, you know, there's not really much to the whole time you're doing it. I'm sure you're talking, you know, like chopping it up with people.
Yeah.
Not just like, hey, watch me do it, you know?
Yeah, and that's why I like streaming too, because I mean, certain games it's harder to interact with the chat, but for shiny hunting, for sure, I enjoy it because, like, you can really interact with the chat a lot more, which is fun. It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're playing something that's that demands your immediate attention. You're not gonna have too much time to look at the chat and, you know, answer questions or offer banter with people. Whereas you're shiny hunting, you're kind of just button pressing, you know?
Exactly, and you can chit chat while you're doing that. That rhymes. Oh my god.
So then you enjoy Twitch over YouTube?
Yeah, for streaming, for sure.
Do they have? Does YouTube have a streaming service, or is it just like live?
Yeah, they do. I streamed on YouTube for the majority of me being a streamer. I started off streaming on YouTube, and again, I have a lot of streamers that I watch on YouTube. It just wasn't good for me personally, just as like a smaller creator. But yeah, you can stream on YouTube for sure. They have like a whole YouTube gaming section.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, but I mean, I don't really ever hear it. YouTube streaming, it's all Twitch, and that seems like the more popular platform.
There are some great Pokemon streamers on YouTube, but like, I don't know, just for streaming, I don't know. I prefer Twitch, and again, that's going to be, people have their opinions about it, which is fine, but me personally, I like Twitch better. Right.
And so what does it mean becoming an affiliate?
So it's not too hard to become an affiliate, but it's like super exciting. You have to, I forget what the requirements are now that I'm like,
sure, give us another reason to cancel you.
Oh my god, this is the whole thing. People can't post this because I'm going to be canceled. I'm just kidding. You have to meet certain requirements. The one above affiliate is partner, which is a lot harder to get to. But I think it's so cool that Twitch offers like a middle ground for creators, so they do support some smaller creators as well as like the big partnered creators. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, you know, even though I'm a very small channel, I still get my own custom emotes, which is so cool. I got an awesome artist design them for me, and just little perks like that for people who do subscribe.
That's dope. So what's an emote?
An emote is like an emoji that you can use in the chat during the stream.
Okay.
And the cool thing about Twitch is if like you're subscribed to someone, you get their emotes that you can use in anyone else's chat. So, and they're like custom.
Okay.
So like my emotes, I have emotes that no one else has.
Oh, that's neat.
Which is kind of cool.
Okay, so
yeah.
So if I see you drop something, I'm like, oh, this person follows Edith. Okay.
Yeah, my emote. You guys, I'll plug my emote artist. You guys, everyone's seen them on Instagram, but she's awesome. She designed them, so.
Yeah, if you guys are tired of Edith's misrepresentation or everything, just go ahead and wait till the end, and she'll plug everything if you guys want to go ahead and act accordingly after the broadcast.
You can cancel me, and also I can do some corrections on my Instagram if I got any of the odds wrong. Oh my god.
Delete, block, report.
Literally though. Literally.
All right. So okay, let's go into the Pokemon X, Y. Well, okay, so sock and throw. What? Okay. What? All right. What number is that? So I can look it up in the Bible.
I hate them.
Do you know what number they are?
They are, what the heck number are they? Sock is 539.
This isn't Galar, is it?
No. And Throw is 538.
Okay. Are these in
They're black and white. I'm pretty sure they're black and white Pokemon.
These aren't even in numerical order. Ah.
I think they're from black and white. I think that they originated in black and white.
Okay. All right. Well, what? Okay. I'm not. They're not. The book doesn't have them in order. How does it have these? Is it alphabetical? H G. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. So sock with an S.
Yeah, SAWK. Not like a sock that you put on.
Oh, oh! The bootleg Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan.
I hate them so much. They're scary.
Yeah, they look
They're so scary.
They look like the knockoff version of Pokemon you'd find at the Dollar Tree.
Literally, they are a knockoff Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. They totally are.
Yeah, they're creepy looking.
I don't like it. They're like too human. Like, some humanoid Pokemon are like a little bit scary to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah. I personally don't really like the the humanoid Pokemon. The whole purpose of Pokemon to me was like they're supposed to look like animals. Like, oh, this is supposed to be a dog. Oh, this is supposed to be a cow. Oh, this is supposed to be a horse. Oh, this is supposed to be a blender.
It's literally, and you're like putting it in a Pokemon. I'm like, ooh, this is not right. Like, right? I don't know about this. Human life, egg group. The egg group is human life. Like,
oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, that's what it says on Bulbapedia.
And you know, I noticed with more and more the starters started becoming more and more humanoid. Like, you have your Blaziken, you have the whole Galar except the gorilla one. They all look like humanoid. They're all walking on 2 feet and everything. It's like, why? Let it be a salamander.
Like I love Cinderace, even though it is kind of very, very, very humanoid. But I do like the Scorbunny Evo line. And of course, I know Blaziken's your favorite Pokemon, so.
You know, I lost a bet like 2 years ago where I had to embrace Blaziken. So because of legal obligations, I will say that Blaziken is an okay Pokemon. But
oh no!
But sidebar, oh, it's so dumb. I hate it.
Oh my god! What's your least favorite Pokemon then?
Charizard.
Besides Charizard? Oh my god!
You said least favorite, right?
Enough.
No, never.
Yeah, I said least favorite. I said least favorite. I know what Pokemon you like.
Okay, my least favorite, I think it's gonna be. I don't know. I mean, besides Charizard for obvious reasons, but I think okay. So the whole thing with Blaziken was kind of it started as a joke, and then it evolved into like me genuinely hating it because it started as like, you know, it's one of those things where like you're playing with somebody and you're like ha ha, ha, and then you get mad and then you punch them.
Dude, that's like me with Oricorio. Like, rip that. And it's because of your pack battles, too. I hate Oricorio. Literally ruined my life. 90 HP, like, every freaking time. Dude, like, I can't.
I think the worst Pokemon card-wise was the Meowstic, which was like a 60 HP? No, that was a 90 HP. There was one that was 60 HP. What was it?
Rhoda, maybe?
Yeah, Rotom 60 HP. Like, man, it's not just bad enough that you lose. Like, we have to dance on your grave.
Literally, though. Yeah. Freaking Rotom. Yeah, that's another hated one because of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of food Pokemon. Like, genuine, like, category wise, Pokemon. I understand that they can be food. You know, anything's food if you're brave enough. But the fact that it's like a cake which transforms to a bigger cake, or a little
ice cream.
Ice cream, or yeah.
What's the new one? Al Creamy.
Yeah.
Al Creamy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. I kind of like that though. I think it's cool. There are so many different versions.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, the different. I don't know. Like, for me, like, Pokemon should be animals. You know, it shouldn't be like a lawnmower or a satellite or.
Freaking wait! What are the Rotoms? Now I want to know what Rotoms there are.
There's one's a calculator, one's a lawnmower, one's a ceiling fan, one's
oh, the freaking freaking mower looks literally like Lightning McQueen. And that's upsetting to me, too. I hate it.
Did they release a Rotom for Galar?
No, but you can get like Rotom decks in it, so you can get all like the fan, the freaking refrigerator, all those guys.
What would Rotom be in Galar? Like, what do you think?
It's just Rotom.
No, I know, but like, what item do you think it'd be?
Oh, like if you could switch the items? Ooh.
I don't know. I think like a bowler hat.
They should have done that. Wow, they missed the boat on that one.
Or like wooden teeth. No. One of those like big, like the big afro, the big hairs that the judges used to wear.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Wig,
what are those called? The wig.
Wig Rotom.
Wig Rotom.
We gotta get okay. If we got any artists listening, we want to see a Galarian Wig Rotom. So if you make it happen, I'll send you over a PSPN T-shirt. So let's see those Wig Rotoms. Actually, Edith, let's do when we get a chance. We'll sidebar. Let's do an art contest, and
oh my gosh, yes.
And we'll do Wig Rotom as the art contest, and we'll send them over some PSPN swag.
Oh my god, I'm very excited for that. We're talking about like a powdered wig, right?
Yeah, the powder wigs, the ones that judges used to wear.
I love it.
I
love it.
That's gonna be good. That's gonna be fun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. All right, Edith. Thank you for being here and going on all your incorrect rants and your miscalculations. I mean, that's the whole point.
I got everything correct, but I'm just roasting myself.
Nobody's gonna take the time to actually fact check because everybody's like, "Oh, they're wrong," but whatever.
They're wrong, but it's fine.
Yeah, everybody's low energy triggered, so they're just gonna grumble about it and then just move on.
Exactly. I'm still looking up wigs, so.
Still looking up at wig ideas.
Now I'm just excited about the wig.
Nice. So go ahead, Edith. Go ahead and plug all your different locations we can find you. Have at it.
Yeah. All right. You can find me on Instagram at Edith and Eevee, and I'm Edith and Eevee everywhere else as well. So Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, your favorite TikTok. It's actually a lot of fun. I would pass on there a lot. What else? But yeah, no, Twitch, definitely go give me a follow. And if you have Twitch Prime, you can subscribe for free on Twitch. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm Edith and Eevee everywhere. And
I'll put your tags on the podcast description. I'll go ahead and plug you in there too, so people could. You can't follow a link, but whatever. Copy paste.
Did I forget any social media? I think I got it all.
YouTube. Do you have a Twitter?
Twitter, Edith and Eevee as well. I'm literally Edith and Eevee anywhere. So like, if I have it, you can just search that, and then if it comes up, then there you can follow me.
Whatever.
That's a good way, right?
That works. Yeah. And like I said, I'll plug you into the item description, so we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the spot right now.
Oh God.
Do you know the sign off?
Do I know the what?
The podcast sign off?
Which one?
At the end of the podcast, the line that I say, do you know it?
No, I don't.
And I dropped the ball. I was supposed to tell you at the beginning of the recording, so you can help me with it at the end. So,
all right, yeah, we got this. Let's do this.
Okay, so it's may your codes be white and may your pools be gold. So, go ahead, lead us on with the first line, and I'll follow up with the second.
All right. May your codes be white.
May your pools be gold. Take it easy, everybody.